into its work to help opioid manufacturer Purdue Pharma boost the sale of the highly addictive drug OxyContin. U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy explained why they went after McKinsey.
Because of the way that it worked hand in glove with Purdue and engaged in criminal conduct that furthered the opioid crisis. Management consulting firms and other professional services firms should take note.
A former McKinsey senior partner, Martin Elling, has also agreed to plead guilty to obstruction of justice for deleting documents from his laptop after he became aware of investigations into Purdue Pharma. With more drone sightings around New Jersey and elsewhere in the Mid-Atlantic, New Jersey Democratic Congressman Josh Gottheimer wants answers.
I want folks to understand, and I want to know for certain, where are these drones coming from? Because right now, there appears to be huge question about where they're coming from, of these seem to be unauthorized drones.
A White House review of reported drone sightings shows many of them are actually manned aircraft being flown lawfully. White House National Security spokesman John Kirby said there were no reported sightings in any restricted airspace. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is pressing ahead with efforts to unify Middle East nations in support of a peaceful political transition in Syria. He made a surprise visit to Iraq.
The United States, Iraq, together had tremendous success in taking away the territorial caliphate that Daesh had created years ago. And now, having put Daesh back in its box, we can't let it out, and we're determined to make sure that that doesn't happen.
A spokesman says 84-year-old former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is in a hospital after sustaining an injury during an official engagement in Luxembourg. This is AP News. A prominent real estate broker and his twin brother are still being held in Florida on rape charges.
After a court hearing in Miami, Orrin and Elan Alexander were granted bail on state charges of sexual assault.
I am satisfied that these are reasonable conditions.
Florida Circuit Court Judge Lodi Jean granted a $3 million personal surety bond for Orrin and a $2 million bond for Elan. Conditions included surrendering their passports and a stay-away order from the victims. They won't be released until their bond has been assured, and only if they can get an order in a separate federal sex trafficking case with their third brother, Tal. Orrin and Tal are known as realtors for wealthy clients in South Florida, while Elan is a private security executive. In the federal indictment spanning over a decade, the brothers are accused of using their wealth to lure dozens of women to isolated locations where the victims were drugged and gang raped. I'm Jennifer King.
Prosecutors will seek the death penalty for two Venezuelan men accused of killing a 12-year-old girl in Texas after entering the country illegally. I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Right now, K&H Auto Supply, get Griot's Garage Wash and Detail Kit, including 12 premium car care items. It's $49.99. Superstar 8-gauge 12-foot booster cables for $29.99. And Chevron Checkround Fuel System Cleaner, buy one, get one free. Merry Christmas from your friends at K&H Auto Supply.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out.
Pour down in the rinse change.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
The management and employees of Country Mart would like to wish each and every one a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. As we move into the future, there are many things that have changed. One thing that continues to remain the same, though, is the dependability and customer friendliness you find at Country Mart every day. Country Mart would like to thank everyone for their continued patronage over the years, and they look forward to serving you in the future. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone at Country Mart on Highway 3272 East here in Salem.
It's now time to take a look at our local weather. Today will be cloudy, with then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 48. Southeast winds 7 to 10 miles per hour, gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Tonight, we have a low around 37. Southeast wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusts as high as 26 miles per hour. We do have a 100% chance of precipitation in the overnight hours. Those showers with some thunderstorms continue into Saturday with a high near 49. Wind chill values as low as 30 early. South wind 11 to 15 miles per hour, gusts as high as 28 miles per hour. Saturday night is going to be cloudy, then gradually becoming partly cloudy with a low around 36. South wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light southwest after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 22 miles per hour. Sunday's looking mostly sunny with a high near 58. Southwest wind 3 to 8 miles per hour. Sunday evening, showers mainly after midnight, low around 46. Monday, there's an 80% chance of showers before noon with a high near 60. Monday night, mostly clear with a low around 30. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 52. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 32. Wednesday, a chance of showers, mostly cloudy with a high near 45. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 19. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 37. After the commercial break, we're going to have the morning livestock report.
Animal rights or animal welfare? Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. I am a proponent of animal welfare. We practice it on our farm. I do not believe animals have the same rights as humans. Most humans have the capability to contemplate their actions and character. Animals do not. I've covered this topic many times on this program and in the weekly commentary column that I write. 5 years ago, I penned a column sharing my philosophy on animal welfare and animal rights, writing about the Non-Human Rights Project and its efforts to secure legally recognized fundamental rights for non-human animals through litigation, advocacy, and education. That column is posted on the Brownfield website, and I still get comments on it 5 years later. Most of them telling me I'm a horrible person for feeling this way. One of the comments gave me pause. It said, "Animals are more intelligent than we give them credit for and should be made legal persons. This also applies to places like rivers and the Amazon rainforest." The implication being made here is that you treat nature as you'd want to be treated or be prepared to be charged as though you've committed a crime against a human being. A quick internet search shows that rivers and parks in India, Ecuador, Bolivia, Colombia, and Canada are considered legal persons under law. Under U.S. law, a corporation or a ship can be a person. I believe being good stewards of the air, water, land, and animals is the right thing to do. But to suggest that anything other than a human is a person just doesn't make sense. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Liberty herbicide has been great. Easy to use, backed by BASF. And new Liberty Ultra herbicide will be the cornerstone of our weed control.
It's the Liberty herbicide Grandpa trusts, made even better. Liberty Law
for improved weed control.
Gluel technology
for a lower use rate. Change is good.
Real good.
The next generation of Liberty herbicide.
For the next generation of growers. Visit liberty-ultra.us. Always read and follow label directions.
We are the keepers of the wild. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving the natural landscapes that define our nation. Nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters. Together with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Let Country Mart in Salem help you get ready for the upcoming holiday season. At Country Mart, you'll find a variety of fresh-cut Christmas trees, beautiful red and assorted color poinsettias, stocking stuffers, and assorted fresh chase candy. Country Mart can also help you with those upcoming family and party gatherings, as they can prepare meat and cheese trays, fresh fruit and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, and so much more. Merry Christmas from your friends at Country Mart on Highway 3272 East, right here in Salem.
Hey, it's Fitz, the guy who plays the hits from the Country Top 40, and if you missed us last weekend, it was Parmalee who had the #1 song with Gonna Love You. We're going to find out if Parmalee can do it all over again, or will they be dethroned by another country music group or artist? Anything can happen. We'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Direct cash cattle trade had more business on Thursday. Cash hogs were steady to sharply lower. I'm Brent Barnett with a Brownfield Market Update. CattleCon is headed to San Antonio February 4 through 6. Visit convention.ncba.org to get registered and be part of the cattle and beef industry's largest gathering. Cash cattle country had some light trade reported in parts of Nebraska and Iowa on Thursday, following the previous 2 days of lighter trade. Deals ranged from $195 to $196 on a live basis and $305 dressed. At the Huss Livestock Market in Nebraska this week, feeder steers over 550 pounds sold $2 to $7 higher, and heifers were steady to $6 higher. USDA says there was a nice offering of weaned and balling spring calves. Demand was good from the buyers in the crowd, and there was some active internet bidding. Feeder supply included 60% steers, and 71% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers, 701 pounds, brought $286.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 700 pounds, sold for $254. Boxed beef was higher at the close, with choice up $401 at $315.24 and select up $237 at $280.48. The spread was $34.76. Estimated cattle slaughter on Thursday was 125,000 head, up 7,000 on the week and up nearly 1,000 on the year. Cash hog business was steady to sharply lower, with light closing negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. It looks like most buyers had the needed near-term numbers in hand after the more aggressive movement earlier in the week. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 237 with a base range of 72 to 83.50. The Iowa Minnesota was down 281 with a weighted average price of 79.16. Butcher hogs were mostly steady at the Midwest cash markets at $52. Pork values were lower at the close, down 56 cents at $92.31. Estimated hog slaughter was 478,000 head, up 6,000 on the week and down more than 9,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle futures were lower on technical selling, while waiting to see how much direct cash business is left to be done this week. Lean hog futures were mixed, mostly firm on spread trade and oversold signals. More livestock market information at brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield.
In Missouri, farming isn't just a profession, it's a purpose. You can feel it in our 27 million acres of farmland. You can see it in the nearly 41,000 Missourians who work in agriculture. You can hear it at our farmers markets. You can count it in the $93.7 billion it brings our state. And you can taste it at your family's dinner table. A lot of farmers in our state rely on Bayer's tools and inventions because Bayer has a purpose too, to help farmers thrive. Learn more at go.bayer.com/purpose, paid for by Bayer.
Sometimes when we're dealing with mental health challenges, it might seem like we can handle them on our own at first. But let's face it, waiting until they spiral into a crisis, it's only going to add layers to the struggle. You don't have to face it alone. When you're unsure of who to go to or where to turn, just remember, 988 is there for you. Don't hesitate to seek support before it's too late. You deserve to feel supported and heard. Reach out to 988, 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline Missouri.
It is now time for updated funeral announcements brought to you by the Salvation Army Dent County Service Unit at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, located at 1200 West Rolla Road in Salem. You can write a check and send it to the Salvation Army at P.O. Box 190 in Salem, Missouri at 65560. Bell ringers are out every weekend through Christmas, and a number of counter kettles are located throughout town. Join the Salvation Army in making a difference in the neighborhood. For more information about the Salvation Army in Denton County, call 573-729-8163. The Salvation Army, doing the most good. Robert Gale Polk, formerly of Salem, age 91, passed away Monday, December 9th, surrounded by his family in his home in Springfield. Funeral services will be held at 1 o'clock this afternoon in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. Visitation is going on now. Burial with military honors will be in the Carty Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to the Hobson Community Church. Cleta Jean Green of Stillville passed away Tuesday, December 10th, at the age of 75. Funeral services will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning in the Benton Bennett Funeral Home in Stillville. Visitation is this evening from 5 to 8 at the Bennett Bennett Funeral Home in Stillville. Interment will be in the Stillville Cemetery. Donald Lee Stokes, 88 of Salem, passed away Saturday, November 23rd in Eureka. Sandra Faye Williams Stokes, 85 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, September 3rd in Rolla. A celebration of life will be held tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with military honors for Donald Stokes to follow. A visitation for Donald and Sandra Stokes will be held from 1 to 3 Saturday afternoon in the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel. A celebration of life for Omar O'Neill Wofford, formerly of Montauk and Licking, age 82, will be held Tuesday, December 17th from 4 to 6:30 at St. Louis Cremation at 2315 Chautauqua Avenue in St. Louis. That has been a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of the Salvation Army Dent County Service Unit. The 2 big kettles will continue to serve Dent County from Country Mart and Walmart. Remember, the money you donate to your local service unit stays in Salem to help those with emergencies and down on their luck. Help us fill the kettles this year and help your neighbors. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
This Christmas, when you put money in a Salvation Army kettle, expect change. Expect homes and hearts to be warmed. Expect empty stomachs and hungry souls to be fed. Expect need and despair to be transformed by hope and joy. Whether you give at our kettles or at SalvationArmyUSA.org, expect your contributions to change lives. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time to take a look at our local news, brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. For more information on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. The Utility Committee held their regular meeting Wednesday evening at 6:15 in the auditorium. After approving the agenda, the committee watched a presentation by John Pyatt on Hometown Grid, a company that provides a simple, secure, and affordable solution for residents of the community to report electrical outages. Customers would be able to call or text this system to report an outage in their area, which will then be updated to a live map of the city of Salem, and with follow-up questions from the system, utility crews will be able to prioritize customers that may need immediate or emergency assistance. The city's current procedure is to report an outage, has residents calling the police department's non-emergency line and at times experiencing extended hold times and busy signals, especially if many people are calling at the same time. Hometown Grid would immediately eliminate the strain on the phone lines. For a 5-year plan, the total price for this service would be $38,000. The Utility Committee will hold off on making a decision regarding Hometown Grid until they can see what the financial implications will be within the city's budget. Bob Plank and Dan Caswell with Utility Financial Services presented the cost of service study. The recommended restating the service availability fee by charging residents $13.47 and commercial properties $21.56, while lowering the cost per kilowatt hour to achieve neutral revenue. The committee agreed that since the utility billing underwent a change recently, the recommendation from UFS should be tabled for now. Financial Director Stacy Hudson presented the financial updates. During her report, Hudson noted that the Water Reserve Fund is at $68,000 deficit due to the purchase of a replacement motor and pump. However, the city is currently waiting on the insurance payment to cover this. The Sewer Reserve Fund is in a $30,000 deficit due to the COP payment made in November and the purchase of a $16,000 pump for the lift station. This deficit will be offset with prior year fund balances. Public Works Director Steve Payne gave an update on the utility crews, and a resident expressed their concern about the proposed utility rate changes during the questions and comments portion of the meeting. The Dent County Commission held their regular meeting Thursday morning at the Dent County Courthouse. At the meeting, District 1 Commissioner Wes Mowbray was not in attendance due to a prior commitment. Grant Wilson from Jason Smith's Rolla's office was in attendance and told the commission that Jason had been reappointed as the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. He also told the commission about 5 bills that are currently on the floor of the House, including S-310, which is the Disaster Contract Improvement Act bill, which has already passed the Senate, is waiting House approval. H.R. 9541, which is called the Power Act of 2024. H.R. 7671, which is the Disaster Management Cost Modernization Act. H.R. 2892, that will address the effectiveness of the EAS alert system. And H.R. 2672, which is the FEMA Loan Interest Payment Relief Act. In the road report, District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk gave the road report for both districts. For District 1, he stated rock would be added and grading will be done on County Roads 6220 and 6370, while only grading would be done on County Roads 6010 and 6590. For District 2, Commissioner Polk stated that rock would be added and grading done on Dent County Roads 3160, while grading would be done on County Roads 2083 and 4410. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he attended the Ozark River Solid Waste Management meeting and banquet Tuesday evening in St. James and acted as the MC. He said no awards were presented to any Dent County business. He also attended the Transportation Advisory Committee meeting Thursday, as well as a standing committee meetings and regular MRPC meeting. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley continues to work on the 2025 county budget and said filing has begun for the April 8th municipal election that will end on December 31st. This is for school boards, City of Salem and Bunker Alderman positions, 3 Salem Memorial Hospital Board positions, a Dent County Health Center Board position, and others. You need to file at the office of the taxing entity. Make sure that you meet the qualifications to serve for the position you seek and are aware of the length of term you will serve. Curley reported on her trip to Jefferson City Tuesday, where they witnessed the filing in the election harassment bill to protect poll workers, election officials, and their families and others. The next meeting of the commissions will be held Monday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting is open to the public. That has been a look at local news brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, RN Bridge program, criminal justice, early education. For more information about SBU Salem Campus, contact admissions counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071. After the break, sports is next.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Show Me Today is our daily radio program featuring stories across Missouri, introducing you to fellow Missourians from the farmlands to festivals, lawmakers and lake lovers, fitness experts, and food adventurers.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the introduction.
Good, fun stories, and we always ask the right questions.
That's a great question.
Search Show Me Today on your favorite podcast platform.
And you can go to our website, too.
That's MissouriNet.com. We are the voice of Missouri.
Show me today.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
Race head-to-head with NASCAR drivers Kyle Larson and William Byron on the Carrera Go Watkins Glendual Slot Car Racetrack. This is the perfect gift for any NASCAR fan ages 6 and up. Go to Carrera-Revel-Toys.com for this and more great Carrera slot car racing sets.
It's now time for local and regional sports brought to you by KSMO Radio. Addison Fulton had a double Thursday night with 12 points and 15 rebounds as the Salem Lady Tigers beat the Paleto Eagles 54-50 in basketball. Salem was led in scoring in the game by Trista Dooley with 13 points. The Lady Tigers will play the Owensville Dutch Girls in the People's Bank Holiday Classic in Sullivan at 7 o'clock Monday evening. The Lady Tigers are 2-1 on the season, are seeded 7th in the tournament. Owensville is the 2nd seed. The Salem boys basketball teams will be in the St. James tonight. The freshmen and JV will both play at 5:30, with the freshman game at the St. James Middle School and the JV game at the high school gym. The varsity contest will begin around 7 o'clock, and you can hear the game on KSMO Radio and audio stream the game on KSMO Media. Salem is 2-2 entering the game, while St. James is 2-3 on the year. The St. Louis Blues played the San Jose Sharks last night and fell by a score of 4-3. The Sharks put 31 shots on the goal and took away the puck 10 more times than the Blues managed. The Blues will be back on the ice tomorrow night at 7 versus the Dallas Stars and at 5 in the evening on Sunday against the New York Rangers. You can listen to both these games live on KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM. The Mizzou basketball Tigers will be on the court to face off against the Long Island University Sharks tomorrow afternoon at 11 o'clock. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio. The 2025 Mizzou Tiger football schedule was released recently. The season will kick off on August 30th against Central Arkansas. You can view the schedule online at mutigers.com. The 12-1 Kansas City Chiefs will be on the road this Sunday afternoon to play 3-10 Cleveland Browns at noon. That has been a look at our local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. Stay tuned for a look at Missouri Net Sports.
This Missouri Net Sports Report is presented by St. James Winery. Missouri grown, nationally awarded. Pick up a bottle and try Missouri's most awarded winery today. St. James Wine.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. After coming from 2 time zones and a long road trip, the Blues didn't get their legs until the third period, and it was too late as they lost to the Sharks 4-3. Braden Shen, who scored early in the third period, says it was both physically and mentally challenging.
It's a little bit of both, it's definitely the time change, right? A couple hours, getting up early. Every team does it in the league. That's no excuse. It's just they're tougher games to play, no doubt about it. But that's at the same time, when you have that, you just have to play smarter. And
the Blues in Dallas tomorrow night. Number 25 25, Mizzou volleyball season ended in the NCAA tournament, losing again to Kentucky 3-1. But Dawn Sullivan has done a lot in just 2 seasons, going from last place before she arrived to the Sweet 16.
Mizzou is something to be reckoned with. We are on the map, and this is a place you want to compete for championships. From going from last to 6th, right, to 3rd in conference, and now at the Sweet 16. And so I think Mizzou volleyball is an incredible place. We're going to let it rip when we walk on that court. And so I think it's a wonderful place to compete.
A historic run for the Columbia College women's soccer team ended with a loss in the NAIA semifinals, getting to the semis the furthest the program has reached in school history. Maybe a trap game for Mizzou basketball tomorrow. They go for their 9th win in a row. They're hosting Long Island University. Tigers coming off that 76-67 upset of then number 1 Kansas. They've been off a week. Tip-off at 11 a.m. Wonder if they get off to a slow start. LIU tomorrow, Jacksonville State Tuesday, and then bragging rights against Illinois a week from tomorrow in St. Louis. ESPN is reporting that Missouri defensive end Williams Winery has transferred to Nebraska. He was a 5-star recruit out of high school in Kansas City. Help on the way soon for Patrick Mahomes. Hollywood Brown has been cleared to practice. Doubt he'll play at Cleveland this Sunday, but soon. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
At National Geographic Society, we believe in the power of wonder. It drives us to explore, pushes us to see the world differently, moves us to action. And we believe that today, wonder is more essential than ever. Wow. That's why we're supporting a new generation of explorers to ask big questions, make breakthroughs, and bring the future closer. Wonder awaits. Will you join us? Visit natgeo.org/wonder.
When a parent sees their child smile, they see hope. Aleem hoped that his son Rajib would have an easier life than he had. You see, Rajib, just like his father, was born with a cleft. But thanks to Smile Train, both father and son received free, life-changing surgeries, transforming their smiles into symbols of hope. To learn more and support the Global Cleft community, visit smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
Medicare open enrollment ends December 7th. The Missouri State Health Insurance Assistance Program is your trusted Medicare resource in Missouri. We're not an insurance company and we don't sell anything. Counselors can help you compare and enroll in plans, lower your Medicare costs, and more. Call 1-800-390-3330. The Missouri State Health Insurance Assistance Program, providing insurance assistance for 30 years. Funding provided by Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance through ACL.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40, inviting you to join me to count them down. We're going to see if Parmalee will remain in the number 1 position with Gonna Love You. Anything could happen, so we'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Southtown Furniture and Terrell Complete Auto Care are going to make Christmas special for 2 people this year by giving away over $2,500 worth of merchandise at each location. Southtown Furniture and Terrell Complete Auto Care are teaming up with KSMO Media to give away 2 big family Christmas packages. All you have to do to be eligible to win is register at Southtown Furniture and Terrell Complete Auto Care, and the drawing will be held December 19th. The winners, they'll be announced on KSMO Media December 20th. Give yourself a chance to win the Big Family Christmas Package, sponsored by KSMO Media, Southtown Furniture, and Terrell Complete Auto Care, worth over $2,500. No purchase is necessary, and there are no age requirements to register. 1 winner per address per family, and employees of sponsors are not eligible. Have a Merry Christmas from your friends at KSMO Media, Southtown Furniture, and Terrell Complete Auto Care.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Northern Missouri Congressman Sam Graves will continue chairing the U.S. House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. This news comes days after fellow Congressman Jason Smith was retained as House Ways and Means Committee chairman. People traveling to Missouri during the holiday season should be prepared for any kind of weather, from heavy snow to unseasonably warm spring-like temperatures. Katie Blake with the Missouri Division of Tourism advises visitors to the Show Me State to wear layers.
There's a good amount of things that are outdoor activities, but also some things that are inside or that you can just enjoy from the comfort of your car. So a little bit more temperature control if we are getting some of those really cold winter days. But if we are having some unseasonably warm days, then the outdoor activities would be really nice.
And drivers on Interstate 44 near Fort Leonard Wood next week may have to deal with lane closures. All work will take place at night to minimize traffic backups. It's scheduled to begin Monday night and last through Wednesday night, weather pending. This is Missouri Net.
We are the keepers of the wild. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving the natural landscapes that define our nation. Nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters. Together with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers,